Well, that just ruined it.
How's Deborah? I haven't seen her since the spring.
I know, for a long time. She's good, but she's just really, really busy. She said she's going to get her act together for the next one.
Good,
So,
good.
so
Okay.
we'll see her then. So, Marilyn, you hadn't seen the card. So this is what we're making today.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So
I have got to
we've
get
got
that tree stamp.
Yeah,
Oh,
and we've got
great.
lots of techniques going on here. So it looks like a fairly simple card, but there's a lot of steps. So I want to go over what you have for supplies. So you should have a black card, and it's either going to be one like this, where it's 4 1/4 by 11. I think that's what they all are. Then you have a piece of Cajun craze that is 4 by 5 1/4. You have one piece of basic gray that is 3 3/4 by 5. Pull that one out first. And you have a second one that's a little bit bigger. And I think I said in the instructions, and you probably cut, Marilyn, that you cut them both the same. Doesn't really matter. But this one, the bigger one, just set that aside because we're not going to use that till the end. That's the inside.
Oh, okay.
And then you also have a little rectangle, a stitched rectangle that you can't see on the screen.
Yeah.
And then just a little piece, 1/2 inch by, what did I even give you? 2 inches of
2 inches, it looks like.
yeah. So
Yeah.
those are just little pieces we're going to use. So put everything sort of out of the way right now, except for your piece of gray, because that's what we're going to start with. And then yesterday, sorry, I also asked you to have some Post-it notes. I've got 2, and that's what we're going to use. So we're going to start with our Post-it notes, just one of them. And I asked if you had a 1 to 2 inch circle punch. Mine is 1 1/2. And you're just going to punch out a circle from your Post-it note. Now I'm going to go down here and work. So maybe I'm going to pin this video here. Pin video. Okay, so that it gets big. Did it get big on everybody's screen?
Not on mine.
Not on mine.
Okay, so are you guys in gallery view or speaker view?
You're asking us.
I haven't got anything big.
View. Oh, wait a minute. Views up at the
Okay,
top,
you know what? You guys have to go right now for me, and recording it is, but you have to go and pin the video. So if you can pin the one where you see my hand and the punch,
right? Just pin it.
and
Nope,
to pin
can't
it.
see it.
I'm lost. I have no idea what you're doing.
Okay, I found where you are. There's a hand there, but it won't.
Are you on an iPad?
Oh,
You're on your
pin. So
computer,
I
right,
pin
Leslie?
that? Yeah, I'm on. Okay, I got you in the middle now.
Okay.
What am I
You're
supposed
on an iPad, and you're on an iPad, Eileen. What are you on, Marilyn?
iPad.
Okay. I think if you tap the screen twice on your iPad, just tap it twice.
No, I think just once, and then something comes up the top.
What does it say?
It's gone.
Oh.
There's switch camera. You've got gallery view.
Okay. So do you have 3 little dots? A little square that has 3 little dots? Okay.
Yep.
Go into the 3 little dots,
Okay.
and it should say pin video somewhere there. And when you pin, so you want to pin the video that has my hand holding the circle punch.
No, that isn't what I want.
Nope.
If I punch it twice, nothing comes up.
So can you see my hand?
There it is.
No.
I can see it. I've got you now, Joanne.
Okay.
What'd you
So
do?
Eileen, do you see?
I double tapped
along
the
top?
picture.
Double tap.
Just a minute. I'm going to go call for help here.
Double tap the picture. Try that.
Oh, switch to gallery view. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
Well, do that first. Yeah, let's try that. Now, can you see us?
Yeah, I can see. Yeah. Oh, and there's your hand.
Okay, so
Holding
now,
up a punch.
so tap on that one that's holding the punch,
Yeah.
and your little dots should come up in the top right-hand corner, I think.
Yeah, they do.
Okay,
And
now
what do I?
tap on the dots.
Oops, I lost them. Just a minute.
So just tap
Oh,
again.
go back.
No, that's the wrong one. I had them once and now they don't come back again. Just 3. Okay, if I hit those dots, then I get a thing. Chat, meeting
Yes.
settings, minimum. Okay, what am I supposed to hit then?
In video.
Tisn't on here.
Yeah, no, it wasn't on mine either. All I did was double tapped on the picture with Joanne's hand.
Okay. I should be
Okay.
writing these down. Double tap.
Oh, now I've back to meeting. Okay. Double tapped on that.
Double tap means.
And what am I supposed to get then?
Go to your gallery view so you can see Joanne's hand.
Yeah, I can see her hand.
Now try double tapping the picture with her hand.
Okay, now it's big with her
There you
hand
go.
in it.
What
Is
happened?
that what I
You got
want?
her.
Where's
Yeah, that's what you
Marilyn?
want.
Where's
That's
Marilyn?
All right.
Marilyn, are you
Okay.
found there?
I'm looking for sticky notes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going
Uh-oh.
to take just a second for Marilyn.
I did that wrong.
Eileen, did you get sticky notes?
What was that?
It's
Did you
gone
get
to get,
sticky notes?
Yeah, I got.
Okay, do.
Okay. So take your sticky note and cut out somewhere in the middle of it your circle punch. You can throw the circle away. We're going to use that part of it there. And that's all we need the punch for, so you can put your punch off to the side.
oh, where's my white?
And then you're going to take your gray and you're going to put your Post-it note somewhere in the top left. And you're going to pull out your craft pad. And I asked you to have a couple sponges. If you have a sponge dauber, I keep my white one in my sponge dauber for my craft pad. Now, if you didn't have a white craft pad, you could use a silver. That might work. Yellow, probably not. The craft pad, if you didn't have, you could probably use Versamark and white embossing powder too. That would work. Does everybody have a white or something like that?
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
hope I hope it's not dry because I don't think I re-inked.
It's okay if it's dry.
Okay,
It's okay
good.
if it's a little bit dry because we don't want to put too much white in here.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to tap on your white or whatever you have, and then you're going to swirl your color right into that circle. Okay, so I'm swirling right into there. Hopefully you can see, and I'm just creating my moon. And if it's not perfectly white, don't worry about it because the moon is not perfectly white.
Actually, it's very wet. So
Oh. Now, if you can get the moon to look just like the moon, good for you.
I think I did. Ooh, pretty.
Okay, and then lift off your Post-it note.
I think
Keep
my
that Post-it note if you want, but it's not an expensive thing, so I'm going to chuck mine.
You can tell I haven't used this pad. It's so hard to open and close.
I had one like that yesterday, and I took a white crayon to the edges of it
Thank you. I will
and
do-
just rolled it right along the edges, and then moved it back and forth a bit, and my hands moved fairly quickly. That
Okay,
seemed to
good.
work really well. Okay, so now get out your tree stamp, and I'm going to use my Stamparatus because the Life is Beautiful tree is really large, and you need the biggest stamp clear block, and I find it a little easier to use with my Stamparatus. So I put it on my Stamparatus, and I'm going to bring in the card again to show you. You're just going to have your tree coming in from the right. Okay, so it's just peeking in from the right. It's going to be in Versamark. So I didn't ask you to have an embossing buddy, but if you have an embossing buddy, you can run it over top of that gray.
Can I just see where you put it again, Joe? Because I forgot. I'm using this stupid stamp holder. Okay, so All right, I just want to lay it down, see where to lay it. Okay, thank you.
Now I'm also going to put my other Post-it note for now over top of my moon. Okay, and only because we're going to be putting clear embossing powder on, or sorry, black embossing powder on here, and I don't want it to stick to any of that wet craft pad. We could have done it second, but I like having it done now.
Yes, I'm just, you know, I bought my embossing buddy up. I can't find it. Can't believe myself.
Hard to imagine.
What are we stamping the tree in? Did you say
It's
Versamark?
going to be in Versamark.
Oh, there it is over there. Okay.
Yeah, because we're embossing it, are we?
We are going to emboss it with black embossing powder.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'm there. I didn't really decide where I was going to put this, so there we go. That's good there. So it's going to just come in from the side, so you can go ahead and use your Versamark on your tree. So you probably have a stamp pad and your stamparatus, whatever you have. Stamp it down onto the gray.
I think from now on, I'm going to bring my stamparatus up.
It's good to have.
Because you know, if you forget to bring the big one up, and I've got this stamp thing, I'm gonna have to do it upside down. It's easier. Okay, let's see.
So just make sure that's well inked. How many people have a fairly large tree?
I do. I have the one you have.
Yeah.
No, I just have one with branches, or mine's different. Mine's a sort of straight up and down. It's I couldn't find the one I was looking for. Maybe I got rid of it.
Sounds familiar.
I have done
Somebody
that.
asked you to go find one, right? So you could just do that if you wanted.
That worked.
Just do that and be perfectly fine, sort of spooky. But I sort of like the look of it being embossed. So now you've got that, because it actually looks quite black on there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Take your embossing powder. I'm going to move my stamparatus out of the way. That's all I'm going to use it for. Who sends out Halloween cards? Either to
I sent
I
out.
do a few. I do to my great grandsons.
I sent it out to all the grandkids.
yeah, I send them to
Yeah.
adults. 'Cause I think
I
they
sent
like
some
them.
out.
Some like them.
Well, they do. But I always send them to my great grandsons. They think it's great to get mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really know.
You shouldn't have taken that
Oh,
off.
shit.
No profanity.
Hey, remember they're taping. You won't say who said that.
I didn't
Oh,
hear
wouldn't
that
say-
because I had
wouldn't
my.
say who- I wouldn't say who said that at all.
What are you guys giggling about?
Oh, well, you didn't hear it. Eh?
No.
They didn't hear me.
Oh, dear.
I'm in problems.
You're having
But
problems.
I'll solve them.
Joe, what's that stamp set called with the big tree on it?
Life is beautiful.
Yeah, I don't have.
It is. I did a blog post on it. Last week, I guess it was, Marilyn, because I have 8 reasons why this is my favorite set out of the catalog. And it is. Out of that mini holiday catalog, this is my favorite.
It's a really
Right.
nice. It looks like a nice set.
It
You do
is.
all seasons with it.
Yeah, it's so
Now where did I put
versatile.
You can
And that's
use
really what I try and promote is versatility with everything. And so this one, you know, this is a pretty generic words on them, but you've got winter, you've got spring or fall. You've got, this one works for winter or any time.
for spring.
Summer. You've got summer here. So you've got all seasons covered. And then hello, thinking of you and life is beautiful. I think that's great.
And you know, you can use the ones that are the bubbles as backgrounds or
Yes.
gardens, you know, ground cover.
You can even use the leaves, I think, just as a background without having the tree on there too.
Yeah.
I haven't done that, but I think you could. So
Yeah, I think I had it on my list at one time, but it must have
slipped
not
off.
made the cut because that was a pretty big order.
Yeah. Yeah, funny how those things happen. So, okay, now take the, I've lost mine, take the little rectangle. I really lost it. And make sure that it's facing the right way. There's a right way and a wrong way, and you're not going to be able to tell by mine, I don't think. But if you, let's see, if the stitching looks flat, or even like they are not stitched all the way through the paper, you probably
Oh, yeah,
have
they
back
can.
showing. So you want to have the front showing, and then you're going to take your Versamark again and whatever words you are going for. So we've got just a little piece here, and mine is the happy haunting, and you are going to use Versamark and then also do that one with black embossing powder.
I've got like 4 different stamp sets here. Finding something that'll fit in the,
Inside there, I know it's pretty small, isn't it?
yeah, but it works. I found one. It says Happy Fright Night.
Oh, that works.
Yeah, I like that.
It's a art impression.
Ah,
That's okay, Leslie. Those are not really bad words here.
I know.
So heat that up. Marilyn, you were asking the other night about an envelope for the slimline card.
Mm-hmm.
I have a blog post up today with a video for that.
Oh, cool.
In fact, it's just gone live in the last 15
Yes, it
minutes.
has. I just got a notification while we were sitting here.
And how can that happen when I'm looking at you and talking to you and you get a notification from me?
Well, it's just, I don't know. I'm not on the computer very much, but I get a little blurb at the bottom here saying who the email's from.
Okay, the next thing you want to pull out is your pumpkin or your jack-o'-lantern, whatever you have. We're done with the embossing, so you can put your embossing powder away. You can put your heat tool away. So I am using the pumpkin from the banner year. So this again is another one of my favorites. And I like it because there's so many different types of writing in it. And it's got such cute little things. I like solid images. I really do. So this is where my pumpkin is coming from. So it's the pumpkin and it's the leaf. And then that's where the happy haunting came from as well.
So that pumpkin, is it about an inch?
You know what? I don't even know that it's an inch, Leslie. Let me just, I think
Okay.
it's a little smaller.
Approximately.
Yeah, 3/4 of an inch. Just a little
Mine's
baby guy.
Mine's a little bit bigger, but that'll be okay.
Okay,
Mine's a
so
whole
we
lot
are
bigger.
going to mask. So the first thing you're going to do is take your pumpkin and you are going to, whatever color you're going to use, I'm just going to go pumpkin pie. You want to stamp that fairly close to the top sticky part of the Post-it note.
Oh, right. Colors.
Because we have to make a mask. So that's what we're doing.
Oh,
And
that's
then you're going to need your scissors. Because you need to cut out your pumpkin. Now, normally when I'm doing fussy cutting, I will leave that tiny little border, like 0.04 of a millimeter or whatever. When you're masking, what you want to do is cut right on the border. Okay, you don't want to leave any border at all because that could leave a halo effect when we stamp. And I'll try and show you that as we're stamping. So I am going to go, hopefully you can see, I'm going to go right on the edge. I don't want any green showing outside of my orange. So you guys go ahead and create your mask. And this is how, you know, you see some cards where they have a whole bunch of cows and, you know, the front of the card is just cow faces.
Yeah.
This is how they do it. They create a bunch of different masks. And it can create a really fun looking card. So we've done reverse masking just now with the moon. Now we're doing regular masking with the pumpkins. And just around the outline, we're not going to cut anything else out. I'm going slow here.
I can't go
I'm
fast.
just cutting out my pumpkin, so I'm hoping that you can see it there. So it's pretty small.
I'm using the pumpkins from Gathered Together. So it's a double pumpkins, but they're small.
I like the pumpkin I have.
Your pumpkin is a jack-o'-lantern, isn't it, Eileen?
Oh, just a minute. Here's a better one.
Oh, you don't like? I thought you said you do like.
Oh, well, no, I'll use it.
Changed your mind.
Changed my mind. Changed my other mind.
Okay. Complete. I quite like my moon.
Let me know when you guys are all there.
I'm there.
Go ahead.
Doreen, you good?
Yep.
Okay. Eileen, you're just cutting still?
I'm cutting. I won't be too long.
Okay. So when you're masking, what you have to think about always is, what do you want to see front and center? And that's what you have to stamp first. And when you mask, the ones in the background are sort of the ones that you only see partial of whatever your image is. So you're going to stamp your big one that you want to see first. So he's going to be leaning up against your tree, and you're just going to place it down right where you want to. I did mine right at the bottom. I want to make sure, yeah. So right at the bottom. Okay, so there's mine. And that one's in pumpkin pie. You really can't see with this light, can you? Let me see if that makes it any better.
I think my tree. I think I put my tree too low. Just hang on.
So you pumped her. You pumped. You put your. Okay. I see.
Okay, so I've just got right now one lonely little pumpkin sitting there, which would be perfectly fine.
A lonely little
I
onion,
one.
but it's a lonely little onion in an onion patch.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. So now
That's
you're going to
too
take
big.
that Post-it note, and where the sticky part, you're going to put it right over top. That little sticky pumpkin that you made, right over top. And if you happen to see any of the pumpkin showing from behind, that's okay. I'm pretty good. I've got a tiny little bit on the left-hand side. Now I'm going to take a different color for mine, so I'm just going to clean the top
Oh,
for a moment.
okay. Color.
You can use the same color, but I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to go for Cajun. And now I'm going to stamp. I'm going to have mine like it's falling over and behind. So let me stamp. You're going to stamp right on top of your Post-it note.
Well, you know, a solid image really shows up on the gray.
It does.
The
Yeah.
line one doesn't show as much. It does.
I don't think I have a solid gray. So I
So
mean a
that's-
solid pumpkin.
That's
I
what
don't
it
have
looks like. And I'm going to stamp one more. I'm going to stamp one more in behind, right over top of my embossing.
Oh, you're stamping over your mask, right? Okay.
I'm stamping over my mask, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so here's what I've got right now. And it doesn't look so great right now. But as soon as you take this mask off,
Oh,
pull my mask off. I can pull my mask off.
I
What I've
glued-
got is 3 little pumpkins sitting there. I don't know if you can really see. And the
What
2 are sort of in behind.
Oh, that'll work.
And I have If you have a different stem, that's why I asked you to have garden green. If you have a different stem, go ahead and put a stem on. I've got a stem on mine, so I'm going to just put a stem on the top, the one that's in the front.
Oh, that turned out okay. Even made a mistake, but it worked.
So I don't know. Do you think I should have jack-o'-lantern face on there?
I can't put on mine, but well, I
I'm
could.
going to put it on mine. I'm going to put a jack-o'-lantern, and then I'll have one with both. Now, because I stamped over top of my embossing powder, I do need to go get myself a paper towel or something and wipe that off, because that ink will not dry on the embossing powder.
On the tree, right?
On the tree, yes. Okay, and then your bat, your spider, your witch, whatever you have, is going to be in your moon.
Oh.
Okay, so mine, he's going to be half in the moon and half out. So I'm taking my Memento Black and I'm just going to stamp my bat right over top. And then while you guys are doing that, I'm going to stamp my little jack-o'-lantern face. Maybe I'll just do one. So keep your masks. Don't, you know, they won't last a huge amount of time, but that will stay sticky for a little while. So keep them in your stamp case. Just stick them right onto the plastic.
That is useless. Yeah.
Well, that wasn't very nice to say.
Let's see if I can get.
Oh,
I
I
think
didn't.
she's
That was
talking
just a
about
noise.
you.
Let's see.
Oh, this is not going well.
Marilyn, how are you doing?
Well, I'm missing a few things, so I'm just trying to do the parts I do have.
You're improvising. What are you
Yeah,
missing?
just so. Well, I don't have a tree at all.
Oh, did you have a leaf or anything?
You could draw.
Littler ones.
So you could have those just sort of like create a pile of leaves, have them look like they're whooshing in from the side, like the wind's
Okay.
blowing or something. That would work.
Let's see.
What else would work? You don't have anything that has a branch on?
No, not of a decent size.
What about
But that's
dyes?
okay.
You could draw one with a black.
Yes, you could draw one.
I actually just drew it in pencil, so,
There you go.
I thought
Like a black marker.
just
Yeah.
so I have a template for when I do get that stamp set, because I think I am going to order it. It seems to be a useful one.
I hope it sticks around a little bit. You know, we never ever know. And we used to think that if they were $1 million earners that they would stick around, but not necessarily. Okay, so now you need your basic gray and your sponge. And we are just going to shadow all the way around the outside of this. So people sometimes have a challenge doing this. And what I always say is you do want to tap into, and I'm picking up a fair bit there, but you never want to just pick up and go right into your card right away. So you want to take some of that harsh off, even if you want to do it soft, make a, what am I doing? Swirl, what is that? Motion, a swirl motion. And then I'm going to swirl and I'm going to come swirl here on my scratch paper and come into my card. And that just gives me a lot more control and you're going to get a much softer look. So all we're doing is creating, and you probably can't even see that, creating a little bit of shadow on the edge of the card. And so every time you ink up, do that. And you won't get that splotchy mark right on. And some people, you know, they're just in such a hurry and then they're not happy with it because they've got almost like a little square. So what it's going to do is on the edge of your card, it's going to look almost black.
Oh, used the wrong one.
And go right over your tree, right over your pumpkins on the bottom. They're going to be a little bit shadowed.
Don't put your white sponge in your gray.
It doesn't work, you know, it gets gray, but
Well, I know, but I put the white sponge into the ink pad and now I've got white on my gray ink pad. Picked up the wrong sponge.
So I'm turning my card all the way around. And I'm not getting great like I'm not going over the whole card, but I'm going over all of the edges. So I don't know if you can see the difference there, and it just adds a lot to your card. It makes it look more spooky.
Nice depth.
And because you've done that, you might need to go grab a Kleenex or something because your tree might need just to be wiped off a bit too.
A disaster.
We
Didn't hear
won't
that.
think so.
No, I'm not even finishing it properly because I can't. I'll redo it.
What part of it is the disaster?
Oh, the pumpkin. I don't know what I'm gonna do there because I don't have a good pumpkin. The one I was using was too big.
What about
Yeah.
if you, okay, so.
I know, I think what I could do, not with this one, but I could maybe do that. I don't know.
You can do another one and cut it out and paste, put it on top.
Yeah, or if you have a die, that's a pumpkin.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I had some, I thought I had some good pumpkins, but I'm not finding them.
Isn't
Anyway,
it always when somebody
Karen-
asks you or tells you to do something, it's like, I thought I had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Everything
Carry
else.
on.
Okay, so we are going to take your 1/2 inch by 2 inch or whatever it is, and you're going to do the notches. You're going to make a banner in both ends. Okay, so to make the banner in the middle, you're just going to go in about a 1/4 inch or so, 1/8 of an inch, and then you're just going to turn that into a banner by going to the corner and cutting on the diagonal to where you just cut.
Oh, where are you? There you are.
Okay, so you're just going to have a little banner like that, and do that on both ends.
I somehow got a black mark in the middle. I have no idea how that happened.
Black mark in the middle
Yeah,
of.
On my card,
Oh,
just a little one, but I don't
add
know what-
more shading.
But it's inside. It's not on the edges. It's
Well, just add shading everywhere.
oh, that's a good idea. That's what I'll do.
Make it look like you meant to do it. And then once you've done your banners, cut that whole thing in half. And you're going to have 2.
Mine didn't go well.
Put that into okay.
I made the mistake of taking the dog on the road today. I thought, oh, it'll be cleaner on the road.
Oh,
Wrong.
little
I live
dog.
on gravel, Marilyn. So my dog is filthy now. He was happy.
How's she doing?
She actually is starting to be more like a real dog.
Oh, good.
She was a rescue, Marilyn, and so she was we've had rescues before, but she's a fearful dog, scared of her shadow. So we've had her we had her 14 months, I guess, and she's just seeming to start. I just said that to Lauren this morning. I think maybe we might be getting a real dog.
She's not afraid of learning.
She is a real sweet dog. She really is, but she just
She's a lovely dog.
So cute.
Okay, so I'm going to take my happy haunting and I'm just going to put a snail or seal or liquid glue, whatever you have. And you are going to have those little banners, one coming out from the top right. Here, I'll put mine in, and then one coming out from the bottom left. And I would not have them going out exactly the same amount. So you see that my top one is actually going out further than my bottom one.
Okay.
And just put that upside down on your work surface. Don't stick your hands in it because we're going to do that last. Because we're just going to put it together now. And we're going to stamp the inside too, actually.
That's a neat way to put that banner on.
Well, it's just a little different.
Yeah.
So our order is just going to be, you're going to glue what we've just created, our picture, down to our Cajun craze, and then the Cajun craze onto the black, and there is no dimensionals there because we're going to put dimensionals on our words, and I didn't want it to stick out too much to go in the mail. I have to say I like the seal. It is stickier though than the snail.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it, you can't move it very well.
I just did. I put it down and it was crooked, and I very carefully lifted it up and it did come.
Do you know what I've been doing is when I use stuff like that, I use a glue stick. And I go,
Yeah, you
over,
said, Leslie, that you do
and
that.
it works great because it gives you enough movement time if you put it down wrong.
Which type do you use? The Yoo-hoo?
Just the yellow glue stick. And I just go around the edges where I put the tape, and it doesn't matter which tape I'm using. And it just gives me enough time if I put it on crooked to lift it up. And it's extra glue, extra. Okay, so where are we at here? Oh, that goes on the card.
Yep. So your card could be done there, but we have to have a greeting. So you're going to put dimensionals on the back of your little rectangle. And then put that off to the bottom left. Sort of middle bottom left, I guess. And if you have black ones, even better.
I do.
Oh, okay. This changes the picture.
In a good way.
I'm talking to myself, ladies.
Well, we're used to that, Eileen.
We do it all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. That goes in the bottom. Okay.
You're not going to see a finished product here.
Yes, we are.
No, you're not, because I'm going to have to redo it completely.
Well, you know what? We can give you suggestions.
I've wrecked both sides of the front piece. I've wrecked both sides of the front piece.
So the two sides of every piece of paper worked, but only to a point.
Yep.
I've got these metallic pearls for mine. They actually seem to work really well. If you have pearls, you could use a Sharpie to color it in if you wanted. You could just use some bling, whatever you want to put on there. I'm just putting one on both of my banners. And believe it or not, I'm only putting 2 on here. I'm not putting 3.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. It's because they really are sort of like the banner. You know how sometimes when you have a word and you have one on either side of the word? That's sort of what I'm doing. And then the last thing we're going to do is decorate up the inside. And I'm just going to stamp my bats a couple times. So if you want to stamp your spider or your witch or whatever you have.
Oh, that worked out perfectly. That covered that black mark.
Like that little bat.
Isn't he cute? And, you know, I was just thinking to myself, he's got a happy smile. We had bats, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, and they didn't. He's just so cute.
Okay.
I better get my cards in the mail, though. I'm the worst person for sending cards. I really am.
I sent mine 2 days ago because it takes almost 3 weeks to get down to the States.
Well, apparently it takes almost 3 weeks to get within Alberta.
Well, it's pretty close to where Leslie's sending
Well,
hers.
it depends on it. I think it depends on the day.
Yeah, I think so too. So your gray is just going to go on the
Sometimes they
inside.
go right through,
Okay, gray on
and the next time they're 3 weeks.
That's your card.
Can I see your inside again, Joanne?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see if what I did the first time. I did the same. Oh, pretty much the same. Now I realized the only other thing that I did on the first card that I just realized now is I also took a little bit of yellow
Yeah.
and put that on my moon. So if you have that
Oh, yeah.
close at hand, here, let's try to do together. And I actually do think maybe the yellow pops it out, makes it almost look a little spookier, doesn't it?
Do you know, I got
Yeah,
a,
it does. That yellow is nice on there. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you have a yellow and you still have your little circle, I know I told you to throw it, put
what I
that
have
right
is
back
one
over
big
top
mess.
on the desk.
I have one big mess here.
I have to go find my yellow.
Oh, I miss your coffee and,
Oh,
and muffins, Joanne.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was thinking today
Yes.
I need to use up some pumpkin. I thought, oh, I should make pumpkin muffins. And I thought, well, if this were normal, I'd be making pumpkin muffins
I
for
know.
the ladies. But we all know it's not normal.
what's normal anymore?
This is, I think you guys have seen this, right? This is how I store my
Yeah.
daubers. And I
That's
stick
how
a color, a name on it.
I got mine at what? I forget where I got mine, whether I got it at Michael's or.
I got a bigger one. Where'd I get my bigger one? I think it was just it's like a cross stitch thing.
Yeah, you
So
can put
again,
that-
very exactly the same process as what we did for the gray. Get a lot of that yellow off. You really just want a hint of it. And then swirl from the green part, my green Post-it note, into the white. And you don't want to go everywhere. You just want to go in a few spots. Just on the edge of the moon.
I don't have yellow, but I'm going to try the Mango Melody.
That will work.
I
There.
just love that color.
That really does add to it. And that took what? Not even a minute.
Boy, we're quiet.
Mitch?
We're quiet.
Yes, we're very quiet.
Concentrating here.
I didn't think this was so hard. It's not, right?
It's not hard. It's just, it takes
No,
concentration.
it's not hard. It's just.
There's just
having
lots of
great
steps.
stuff.
Most of what we do is not hard. Well, you know, it's not very smart to put away the daubers when you haven't put the dauber away first. Okay, so I am going to unpin my video and turn it into speaker view. I think I can unpin it. Unpin video, it's over here. And when I go to speaker view, it should be when whoever's talking should get big, maybe. I'm not sure now. So I want to see your cards.
There's
No.
nothing.
Oh, I like that, Leslie.
It turned out okay. I like my moon.
Yes, your moon looks really good with that gray in the middle of it.
Yeah. I don't know whether that's embossing powder.
It
or
could
not.
be. Oh, and look at Doreen. She's got a spooky tree.
Oh, I haven't seen, I can't see. I can't see. Wait a minute.
I'm not talking, so maybe
No, I can't
that's
see
why.
Doreen's.
No, I can't see dreams.
I can't see Doreen's.
I have to
Change
get rid of the big
to-
one.
Change to speaker view on your iPad. And when you do that, whoever is talking should get big on your screen as you're watching. I'm actually going to get rid of me here. I'm going to leave.
Oh dear. I'm okay. I see your picture in the middle there. What am I supposed to get? View? I don't know. Somebody's
Yeah,
calling me
now
from
Leslie's
that
there.
gallery view, right? There we go.
It will say gallery view. It's a bit confusing, I find, in Zoom, because if it says gallery view, it means you're in speaker view,
Oh,
which is
that's
where
good.
you want to be.
I see it now.
All I'm getting is,
Oh, I like your witch. Oh, cool. I need
Doreen, start talking.
green.
Um,
I
I'm
can't see
not happy
anybody's.
with the pumpkins.
Oh,
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I like them, but I like what you did to the tree. That's a neat tree, and I like that witch.
Let's see that again, Doreen, please.
Can you, okay, I'm talking. Can you see me now? Can you see it?
Yeah,
Keep talking.
Okay,
keep
sorry.
talking,
I'm not usually one.
keep talking, keep chattering.
Chatter, chatter. Say the
Okay.
alphabet.
That's nice.
Well, the rest of you have to stop talking then. I've got my hands on my hips like a school teacher. Okay, Doreen.
Okay,
Okay, who's next?
did everybody see it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's nice.
Marilyn, did you see it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
I
done.
want to see the others.
Oh, I like how you did that. Yeah.
Marilyn, let's see yours minus the tree.
Yeah, well, mine's horrible because I just markered the tree in there.
That's
Where am
okay.
Oh, not seeing.
Oh, now we're.
So
Yeah.
just talk, Marilyn.
I? Can you see it now?
Nope, still not. You need to talk.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, it's right here. Is it just
Yeah.
not picking up my voice?
No, it
Oh.
is. You just have to talk more. So tell us about it, maybe.
Well, I definitely need that tree stamp, and I feel like I'm buying a lot of ink pads, but I never seem to have the right colors. So I still have some collecting to do.
I get the ink spots, and then I get the refills.
Oh, that's a good idea.
For
Yeah,
me, it
so-
works.
So this was just more of a, to make a template so I know when I get the right things that I can put it together.
Yeah, I'm still not seeing you, Marilyn. Sorry.
Oh, that's weird.
I see your tree really good. I don't know.
I just drew that in with a marker and I'm not much of an artist, so.
It looks fine.
Yeah, and I still have my embossing to do. I didn't do that.
Not sure why I'm not seeing Marilyn. I
Oh, that's
see
weird.
everybody
Maybe
else.
it's the view that you're in, Doreen.
I see 4, myself included, which isn't necessary.
And
I see
Eileen,
that.
did I mute you, Eileen? I might.
I-
No, you're talking. There you go.
Well, and I'm not even holding mine up because it's not finished. I have to redo the front altogether. This is as far as I really got with the front. And that isn't even.
Oh, that
glued
wasn't
down.
even long enough. Give it the drive-by from
No.
one side to the
Go
other.
like this. Go like this.
Just
Yeah,
like you're
no,
washing your
I
window.
have to I've got to do the front all over, but I know what to do with it. If I can find a decent pumpkin to use.
We're too fussy.
Yeah, we are too fussy. Leslie, did you show yours?
I did, but here's
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like that tree, but I wish I'd put it up a little bit higher. I would have been, if I'd had my stamparatus, I would have been able to place it better.
Well, I'm using an old wooden stamp.
You know, I still think the wooden one stamp way better than anything that's
They-
out there right now.
I agree.
You know what? I think I agree with you.
Yeah.
They give
Yeah.
a better impression because you can get a better fit, I think.
Yeah, a more weight.
A more firm
Yeah.
stamp sort of thing.
Yeah, without
Yeah.
worrying about it slipping.
Yeah. Marilyn, are you buying some of your things on the retired Stampin' Up?
I've gotten a lot of paper and stamps through there, but I've pretty well switched over to the newer things now. You know, I'm more than likely probably end up reselling some of the ones that I thought I would use and I don't. But mostly I have Christmas right now. That was my focus.
Well, and Christmas is what we mostly make cards for when we think about it. And then birthday after that.
Yep.
Christmas and birthday.
Yeah. Although I've had to make a few sympathy lately too. So
Me too. Me too.
Mhm.
I maybe should do a sympathy class.
Yes, I have.
But
Yes.
yes, the getting of the ink pads, you know, building up your colors is really gives you a lot more versatility. And
Mhm.
if it's easier for you, you can always get the markers too. Although
Oh, yeah, I never thought of that.
I do find that markers don't work on photopolymer really well.
Mhm.
No, they beat up.
Photopolymer really needs a stamp pad because with the markers, you can color right onto the stamp. And when you're
Oh, yeah.
coloring onto the rubber, it works really well, but it doesn't seem to work with the photopolymer.
Mhm.
It beads up. Eh?
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't work as well, no.
Yeah.
Well, I started with when I did my Christmas order, I bought all the coordinating ink pads to the papers that I bought. So I thought, okay, there's a start.
Yeah.
Sort of have sets of things.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that is a good start. That's the way to go. And like Leslie said, the Stampin' Spots are a good way to go too.
Yeah, I never thought of that. That would be.
Yeah. Oh, we lost Doreen somewhere.
There she is.
Oh, she's back.
I still haven't seen Marilyn, this whole thing.
Oh, so are you on gallery view, Doreen, or are you on speaker view?
I think I'm on gallery view because I see Eileen,
Everybody else?
Leslie, and you and myself, but I can't get Marilyn.
Isn't that funny?
I'm usually the one that has trouble.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it doesn't really give me an option. When I push on participants, it just shows me the names.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
I haven't got myself blocked or anything that I can see.
Oh, I can see you.
No, I'm not sure why.
Let me see if there's anything that I can. Oh, I have lots of power. I can make you guys the host or the co-host. I can rename you. Oh, maybe I should give you a name. I can put you in the waiting room. I can remove you. I can also report you.
Oh my gosh.
My goodness, the power
That's
I
good.
have.
Goodness sakes, I don't think I'm going to work with you anymore.
No, I know.
Eileen's name, according to mine, is iPad and then a 4 in brackets.
Yes, and I don't know why that is.
Yeah, that's what I see too.
You maybe don't have a name on your iPad, Eileen. Like when you got it, you
No,
did.
well, mine says iPad 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of your name.
Oh,
The rest of ours all have our name.
oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I guess oh, well, that's all right. I'm iPad 4.
Okay, welcome to the group.
We'll call you that next time. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Let's try
Okay.
this rename. Let me see if I can rename you. Hold on. Let's see how it works.
Hey, there she is. Eileen.
There's Eileen.
How do I put my name on it?
I think it's the setting right on your iPad. I think you have to go into the control area, the general control area for your iPad, I think. And
Yeah, it
probably
says
you-
iPad name or something
yeah.
like that.
I didn't do that with my Android and it came up because when I first sign in, it gives it a place to put your name,
Oh,
Oh, do
where
you?
the passcode is.
Oh, there
really?
you go, Eileen.
See, I didn't get that. All I
This
got
is
was-
your opportunity to call yourself whatever you want. Audacious broad. Crafty chick. Any of those.
So guess what? We almost have a porch.
Oh, almost, but not quite.
Well, the porch is poured and the steps are poured, but the sidewalk leading up to the steps, they dug a hole 6 feet deep and then layered a whole bunch of dirt and then styrofoam because it's going to be floating so it won't crack in the winter.
That's good.
Okay.
And they're supposed to pour today, but I don't know. It's supposed to snow this afternoon. So
Oh, actually, there's a weather warning out
For tomorrow, I think, though, isn't it?
it starts tonight.
starting probably later tonight or something. Yeah,
It is cold.
doesn't
out
sound
there.
very good. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye because I have my son and daughter-in-law here, so I am going to leave you ladies and go and spend some more time with them.
Well, thank
Yep.
you for
Have a great-
visiting with us.
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care.
Take care.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks then.
Okay. See you, Eileen.
Okay.
Sounds good.
See
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Now I see Marilyn.
See, Marilyn's up in.
So you
in,
can only
uh,
see 4 people.
Oh,
I know.
I'm not off this
Well,
yet.
that's strange.
Oh,
No,
Eileen,
I
do
see
you want me
your
to
card.
delete
I'm
you,
not
Eileen?
off yet.
Okay, let me
No, I
remove
haven't.
you.
Yeah, remove me, please.
Do I want
Can
to
I see your card
remove?
now, Marilyn?
Okay. There you
Pardon?
go.
Can I see your card now?
Oh, yeah. Can you see it there?
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
That's not a bad tree, you know. You say you're not an
No,
artist,
you
but I think it
are.
looks like a tree.
That's a spooky tree.
At least I like doing mock-ups when I make cards anyhow. I always do a mock-up first and then I write all over top of it everything I want to change.
Oh, well, that's
Oh,
a good.
really? Good for you.
Yeah, that's a
Mhm.
good way to do it for sure.
Yep. Anyhow, I have to go to class, so I better get my button gear.
Okay.
And so while
And
you
we were-
guys are relaxing this afternoon, I will be learning about child support.
Oh my
Oh.
God. Well, good for you. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking lots of coffee because it's just not really a hot subject at my age.
Yeah,
Are
no,
these
it'd be fun.
Zoom
Trying to-
classes, Marilyn?
Pardon?
Are these Zoom classes or do you actually go to a classroom?
I actually go to a classroom. Liberty Tax is teaching the course here in town.
Oh, okay. So you're socially distanced and everything.
Yes, yeah. There's only 3 of us in the class, so they were able to spread us out enough that we don't have to be stuck with masks on our face for the whole class. So that's kind of nice.
That
Oh,
is nice.
That's good. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
enjoy your class.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and we will see you in a couple of weeks.
Yes, we'll look forward to seeing what you're learning then.
You betcha. Have a
Okay,
great
bye-bye.
day.
Thanks.
Take care.
Bye.
Stay safe.
And then there were 3.
And then there were me. It sounds like an Agatha Christie.
Yes. Yeah, we've knocked off the rest of them. So Doreen, you're still there for another 2 nights?
Yeah, tonight.
Just tonight.
Were you at a hotel?
Yeah. We're on day 3.
Oh, bummer.
Well, it is in a way, because it's a lot of money when, all the creature comforts at home. Went home to grab everything for this, and I'm going, oh, I don't have a clue what all I need. And I ended up carrying a case plus my normal case out with stuff just to try and get ready for this.
But you
And
did
trying
pretty
to figure
good. You
out
had everything.
Well, I didn't have yellow. I
Well, he
did put
didn't tell you
orange
to have
on it.
yellow, though.
I used my orange, so it worked out.
Now
okay.
see, I put mine on, my saying was a little high, so I couldn't quite get in here.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I went up this side.
I can tell that it's on there.
Yeah. Oh, there's a whole lot of embossing powder on there too, because I didn't bring a paintbrush to take the extra off.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's good.
It's spookier that way.
It does leave kind of a foggy mist behind the tree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, and that kind of adds to it, I think.
Yeah, so we're hoping that we can get back in the house tomorrow and start moving everything back and cleaning up, because they've been in and out of the house. And of course, because they're digging out the backyard, it's all mud.
Ugh.
And once you get below the topsoil, it's all clay.
Yeah, that's
So-
right.
So,
Have
and
to
Yeah.
rain and snow is not your friend at this point.
Well, and they had to cut into the cement floor as well, so they had to create water on the saw. So there's all that mess around.
Do they clean up?
It's a guy
hoping-
by it's a single guy who's doing all of the work, except for the backhoe, and the backhoe guy's helping him with the trench work. So
Oh,
I
Mm.
I
I
doubt
hope
he's
he
gonna
would.
mop the floor.
We have, when we haven't had work done in our house for a long time now, but there's a fellow that we use. He's getting up there now, but he cleaned every day. So before he left, everything was cleaned up. There was no mess. And that's a rarity, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
That tape on
Nice.
the windows and on their walls. Got all that tape that where they hang the plastic. There's cement on the windows, even though they had plastic up there. Little bits of,
Yeah.
but they're
Yeah.
not finished. So I do hope that they will clean up.
You should just open the door and just mention it to them, Leslie.
Oh, well, they're still, I'm honest to God, when they come, they work for like 9 hours and they take very short breaks.
That's good.
They eat standing up, they're working really hard. It's just when they're here.
Yeah, it's just they didn't get there for the longest time.
Yeah,
Well, I
Yeah.
guess they're trying to beat the weather too.
they are, and they've got other jobs, you know, and then the poor guy one of his trucks went, the saw that they do the cement with,
Yeah.
down. So they had to get that fixed, you know, and they had to cut a lot of cement out of our
Yeah, for sure.
place. So
And a lot
It's
of
so
thick
nice when
cement.
it's done.
I hope
Yeah.
so. I quite like the finish. It'll be nice when it's done. Now we have to decide on railing. So, I mean, it's not going to be finished for a while.
You still have your brickwork there, or is that gone?
It's gone.
Oh, okay.
We took that out because I think that was part of the problem. It looked really nice, but the snow builds up on the porch during the winter because sometimes we just shovel, you know, to the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so the snow almost gets as high as the brick wall. So that's, we need something that when it melts, or we can shovel it underneath instead of
And get it off.
Yeah.
to get it off, so it won't, but hopefully all the stuff they've done, floating things underneath the cement, and hopefully it won't crack,
Yes, hopefully.
you know.
Well, at least as long as you're there.
That's right. After I leave, I don't care what happens.
You're-
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes,
and-
our front lawn is just, oh my God. You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
we've
my-
been a backhoe sitting on it for 3 days.
Yeah,
And there's
I know the
mud,
feeling.
and there's cement, little chips of cement all through the grass. It hasn't been cut in like 3 months.
Your neighbors are
Um,
thinking, whoo.
Well, and the truck has been sitting out in front of the house, you know, with all their equipment.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
know
there's
that-
nothing you can do about it.
and the
Yeah.
neighbors have been fine. I mean, we're not blocking their way, so.
Yeah, the trench in the backyard is 4 feet wide by 8 feet deep from the edge of the house to the back alley.
Wow,
Actually, closer to 10 feet deep.
Oh,
that's so scary.
And the piles of dirt are just above my head.
Yeah.
And once they get it all back in, of course, there's going to be a hump there until it settles.
Yeah.
So,
next spring is
and-
going to be muddy.
Yeah, and we're going to have to reseed the grass and redo everything there. And re-gravel the driveway too.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's just one thing after another.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
being
it-
homeowners, eh? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But we
Oh,
did
yeah.
rough in the half bath.
Oh,
in the
good.
oh
basement.
good.
Yeah, and we also made sure we had the proper wiring out to the garage. They put wire into a tube and they didn't even use waterproof fasteners
Oh, my
where they joined it. And so it's a wonder it didn't start an issue in the garage.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
For
Yeah.
sure. And,
And-
the-
Yeah,
and
you're
then you
lucky.
have proper piping for your laundry? The water? for
Yes,
your laundry?
it's all going to be set up, the proper setup for the drainage and everything for the washer and dryer is being done as well.
Good, good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
And then when this is over, we will have natural gas to the garage, proper electrical to a 60 amp in the garage, and a half bath downstairs and the washer and dryer set up properly.
Perfect.
That will be nice.
Yeah,
There
it
is
will be.
good coming of it. It's just that
Yeah,
you have to
good.
go through the painful part first.
Yeah, and to get the framing done for the half bath, we have to wait till of October, somewhere in the early part of November, because the guy we got doing it is on the job right now.
You see that there's so much home improvement going on right now
Mm-hmm.
because people aren't spending money on anything else. They're not going out.
Well,
you know,
and
they're
trying
not-
to find what you want sometimes is hard.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, even I think they're saying they can't get outdoor patio heaters because everybody wants one.
Well, we lost a slab off our patio because that's where they had to dig. So we just told them, okay, break it up and take it away.
Is
'Cause
it just
our
the
patio
square
was
ones?
poured- Pardon?
Is it just the square ones?
No, it was a big poured slab.
Oh,
And our patio was poured in 3 sections, 4
Yeah.
sections.
Yeah.
And they've taken the only section that was semi-level and in good shape, had to go,
Of course.
that happens.
totally. But we're gonna have to head off here soon and go check on it, see how things are going.
Yeah. Well, we can actually finish up here then. I am going to see what I have to do with the recording. I probably have to upload it to YouTube, just so that Deborah and Mary could take a look, and Pat can too if she wants. I didn't cut for her because I know she's not really a Halloween person, but maybe she'd like to at least see them. So
Yeah.
okay, ladies. Well, we'll see
Okay.
you in another couple weeks.
Okay, take care.
See you
See ya.
later.
Take care.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
bye.